Hello. I'm going to share some stuff with you from my psychic perspective. This is not from the notebook. This is just a couple of current events, things that just happened. And I'm going to show you how I process and lean into the energy to see what's going on. Number one, it's really important that we take a broader perspective. So if you are looking at things from just your particular country, you're going to miss the point. You're going to miss the whole picture. This is not a one particular country thing that's happening. This is literally worldwide. This is global. That's why, as a psychic intuitive, a light worker who has come down here to help raise the vibration of the planet, that's why I'm talking about it. Because this is the energy, this is the beginning of the shift from 3D to 5D, the big beginning part, right? This is the beginning of the shift to open contact. This is the beginning of us as a collective taking our seat as a member of the intergalactic family. This is the big stuff. This is what we've been asking for, right? So it's really important to not have an expectation of, oh, hey, nothing's going on at all if I don't see that one person being taken out of the presidential seat and the other person being put in. That's not how it happens. It's not like one day you wake up, nothing happened at all, and all of a sudden, boom, this person's the president, right? That's why we're talking about this stuff now. So my recommendation before I get into this, if you're on this roller coaster and you're having a really hard time paying attention to all this stuff, stop paying attention to it for a little bit. You've got to get your energy right, and that's totally okay, right? You've got to get your energy right. You've got to ground, you've got to center, you've got to meditate. Meditate every single day for 20 to 30 minutes will change your life. It will change your life. Guys, that's not hyperbole, okay? I've got a couple of free meditations on my website. Link is in the bio if you want to check those out, even with a little a free audio with tips on how to meditate. So if you don't know how to do it, go check that out. See if it helps you, okay? Lots of good ideas on there. Now, we are looking at this from a worldwide global perspective because it is a higher vibrational viewpoint to look at yourself as a member of humanity and to not look at yourself as a member of a group per se, right? We don't want division looking at people in groups. We want community. We want coming together. So we're all humanity, the whole planet. We're humans. That's our race, right? We're the same race, the human race. So we have to stop thinking in terms of I'm different, right? Yes, we have our differences, but we have so much more in common than we have different. Okay. So Trump filed a lawsuit very recently against somebody who released a poll showing that Kamala was going to win or favored to win in Iowa, just in Iowa. And this was for the weeks leading up to the election. This is not a new poll, right? Energetically, when I tap into that as a psychic, I go, what's this about? Let me just see. Let me just feel into the energy. I have no expectation. That's how you remove ego from it, right? I'm not asking a particular answer for a particular outcome. That's how you remove ego from it. I'm literally saying, let me feel, what's this about? Let me feel into it, right? So when I feel into it as a psychic, I go, ooh, and I immediately see a scared little boy who is panicking, going, I have to cover my tracks. I have to cover my tracks because what if they find out that I cheated? What if all of the, and not really find out, what if they find the data? What if they find the evidence? What if they actually stand up against the data and the evidence this time and say, listen, we're not taking this crap. Rise the divine feminine. We're not taking crap, right? That's essentially the motto. Like, right? We're moving forward. We're not looking back. So I see somebody who's scared going, I now have to lay the groundwork and say, prove to everybody how this was unfair, right? It's the same argument that we've had a million times before from this person. It's unfair, right? Like a grade school kid, like grow up with the unfair thing. That's life. Nobody ever said life was fair. Okay. So if that's your expectation, that's your own thing to work through. Right. And it's not anybody else's. So that's not somebody who is like, oh, I'm confident and I'm so right. That's somebody who's scared and feels like they now have to prove that everybody had it out for them and everybody had it against them and nothing was fair. Okay. Somebody in my spiritual community pointed out this morning so beautifully. Thank you so much to that person. That last time when he was the president, he was making fun of the people who got things wrong and made predictions wrong, right? Making fun of them. That was the confidence, right? So he's laying groundwork now because he's starting to see that some of the things are falling apart, and that's okay. The momentum is too big to stop it now. In the past, it has stopped. The momentum now is too big for it to stop. That's how I feel it. That's how I see it as somebody who reads energy and as a psychic intuitive who's tapped in. We all have access to this information. If you want to get access to this information too, practice meditation. That's how I got so good at channeling. I didn't practice channeling. I practiced meditation, which allows you to remove yourself from your ego and tap into those higher frequencies, okay? You don't practice channeling, you practice meditation every day, 20 to 30 minutes. It's consistency that gets you to where you want to be with that, okay? I've got free meditations on my website and a tips and tricks too. That's really helpful. So go check that out. Link is in the bio. All right. Also, this thing that was just recently ruled by a New York judge, that the 34 criminal convictions against Trump are in fact not under presidential immunity. That's an official thing that has now been released by this judge, okay? That's huge. Now, the sentencing time frame is unclear, but listen, you will continuously be unhappy with everything in your life if something good happens like this, right? And you immediately go, but he's not going to be sentenced. Why are you taking away your happiness before it can even get rooted in? Why are you doing that? Stop convincing yourself that nothing will happen, right? Watch the playlist I have on 3D, 5D. On Instagram, it's a highlight. On TikTok, it's a playlist. On YouTube, it's a playlist. The whole thing is now uploaded on YouTube if you'd rather watch it there. It's a 3D, 5D playlist. Go watch it to understand what I mean here. It literally takes you step by step on how to choose your own timeline. If you are saying nothing's going to ever happen because nothing's ever happened in the past, and that's your data for nothing's going to happen now, you are rooting yourself in the timeline in which you are correct. You are correct. Nothing will ever happen, right? That's what you are doing to yourself. You are stopping the change that you want to see before you're giving it a chance to happen. All you have to do to end up on the timeline in which the woman becomes president, which if this is what you want, then that's what you do. If you don't want the woman to become president, root yourself in the other one. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you how to get what you want, right? Everyone can get what they want, okay? There's benefits to everything. If you want the woman to be president, when things like this happen, you can't go, well, it's not, nothing's ever going to happen from it. You go, oh my God, shit's finally happening, right? Shit's finally happening. You have to focus on the energy that you want and not what you don't want. So if the energy that you want is for this person to not be able to become president, go, this is excellent. He's actually convicted and that stuff's going to stand. If you want to end up in a timeline where the man is president and the woman is not, then you go, okay, great. Sentencing will never happen because it never has in the past. And that's how you anchor yourself in the individual timelines. That's how you do it. Go watch the playlist, 3D, 5D playlist. I'm telling you, it tells you for free, step by step, what you're doing and how to anchor where you want. Because no matter what you believe, you are manifesting, creating, whatever term you want, your own reality, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. Just like you don't have to believe in gravity for gravity to do its work, you don't have to believe in the law of attraction, manifestation, for it to do its work, okay? Wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. That's true all of the time. So you are continuously in every second manifesting for yourself, whether it benefits you or not. And really, from a higher perspective, all of it is benefiting you. You just may not see that from your human perspective. But quit convincing yourself that nothing's gonna happen, because that's how you're staying on those timelines where nothing happens, right? Be excited. Have no expectations when you are looking into the energy. Feel into it. Close your eyes. And if you want to get better and more attuned at separating your intuition from your ego, meditate every day. 20 to 30 minutes is all it takes, but it's consistency. Okay? Drop your questions in the comments. As more stuff comes out like this, I will share with you guys, right, what I feel just on the big things. I'm not going to do every single thing because that's exhausting and we shouldn't be paying attention to every single detail. But as things hit me big intuitively, I will continue to share those things and be like, look, this is what I see. And for many of you scared about the New Jersey drones, I shared about this in Deeper Downloads. I highly recommend, you go watch it, Energy Shifts. If you want to get the deeper stuff that I can't really share here on the social medias, link is in the bio for that. It's called the Deeper Downloads. The New Jersey drones, which I know they've shifted a little bit, are it's a government fear-mongering scare tactic for a lot of reasons. But I can't say anything else about that here. Anyway, I love you. Let me know what you think and how you're doing in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon.